Hey Shamoon, Dwayne Hurt. All right. So today, guys, we're gonna have our second interview with Mr. Dwayne Hurt, the infamous.
What's up, Martine?
What's going on, Dwayne? So happy to have you back. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
happy to be back, you know. Had to represent, you know what I mean? Had to get
That's
back on
good.
here.
That's
We
good.
got
So,
people. Faith,
Faith is in the
Chris.
house. Savage Love 089. Welcome aboard.
What's going on, people? I'm happy to be back up on here, man. Shamoon. 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 Shamoon.
So, guys, this is the Martine Show. We interview people primarily from the Rizzle app, and we promote social media awareness. And also, we talk about many different projects that each interviewee is working on. So, the show is about self development, self awareness, self development, and everything social. And the social aspect of it comes from the interviewee at all times. Okay. So, today we're having Dwayne Hurt, his second interview. He's going to give
Yes.
some updates on his movie and many other different projects that he's working on because he's just that type of guy that's doing a whole bunch of different things. So go
Yeah, I
ahead,
got a
introduce
lot.
yourself, Dwayne. Let us know what's up. What's going on?
Yay, yay. Well, I got a lot going on, y'all. Y'all won't believe.
No doubt.
I got movies. I got the horror movie, and that's looking. Look, I cannot wait for y'all to watch this horror comedy joint I'm working on right now. It's good. It got Mitch, it got Faith, it got GQ in it, and we tried to get Brian. What's his name?
Brian
Brian
Grundy?
in Brian, I tried to get him in there. He was like, "Nah, man, I gotta be around the camera in person." I was like, "No, we're not doing that because the COVID." He was like, "I'll come up there, man." I said, "No, you're not listen. You're not listening, brother. We're not doing that. We're doing it from the phone." He's like, "No, I'll come up there for real." I said, "Look, I gave him a rule. I gave him something he could do at home." He was like, "Nah, I want to come up there." I said, "Fuck, man, he ain't gonna be in the movie. He's just not gonna be in the
You
movie."
know, he always try to do his way. He always got to do his own thing.
He was gonna drive one of his trucks up here just to be in it. It's not even that big of
Respect the code, Brian.
a room. That man is serious.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. So
I'm almost
basically,
scared.
the movie that you're working on with Faith and Mitch Savage is in there. Um, is that movie close to finishing yet? Like, is it coming to completion as of yet?
It's on its way. I know I have a lot more editing to do. That's a lot of editing, like because I'm adding a lot of special effects. Like I'm doing stuff now where like I'm changing people's eyes and stuff, and I'm putting people in locations that they're not originally at. Like I could take Faith or Mitch, and I put them in like my kitchen or something like that, and that's kind of the stuff I'm doing. And
Hmm.
yeah, I'm working on that. I be doing learning it from YouTube tutorials and whatnot. So yeah, I got a lot of editing. It's a lot. But
Yeah.
it's gonna look good though. Like y'all gonna be laughing so hard. Like if you needed to laugh really really hard, this
Mhm.
is one of the movies. And it's a horror. The fact that it's a horror movie on top of that, it's a special kind of movie. And I'm playing two characters in this movie. Oh, we fools up. I'm fool up in this movie. This is a fool. GQ.
What's up, GQ? So basically, this movie is definitely about comedy, but you said that it has a little bit of horror in there as well,
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely. That was the main the like yeah, it definitely has horror in it. Like if you love horror movies, I think you're gonna love this movie. If you love comedy, a little blended in there with the horror, yeah, you're gonna love this movie. If you love paranormal activity, Insidious, what else? Grave Encounter, stuff like that. I like those documentary style horror movies. Those were the last scariest ones to me.
Mm-hmm.
This is like right in between there somewhere.
Okay, okay, okay. Wow. All right. So when should we expect at least a trailer?
Real soon, real soon. Y'all
Oh,
got
so
real
we can
soon.
get a release soon.
You can get a little teaser trailer. I
Okay.
got the right
All
clip and
right.
everything. It's ready.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So what else could you possibly tell us referencing the movie? Like without telling us about it, but what is it that you can share if there's any?
Okay, I could share. I could share it with you. The movie. I'll tell you the story. The movie is about. I play a character who cheated on his girlfriend with his girlfriend's mother, and
Okay, I'm sorry.
and he gets look,
Just the
and she
beginning
puts
of
a
it was
curse.
like a lot already.
She puts a curse on him, and he only has a certain amount of time to try to. He has a certain amount of time to do something before midnight, or else he's gonna die. So yeah,
You already got me holding my head.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Yep,
Wow. Okay.
really funny movie.
That's a bit much, and definitely looking forward to seeing what that's going to be all about for real. Just
Yeah,
just
funny.
what you shared with us already is like makes our mouth drop.
Yeah, I can't wait because it's really good, funny stuff.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. So we have Miss Savage. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah.
I can never say this properly. I think it's Soy C Media TV2. I'm sorry if I'm not saying it correctly, but welcome aboard. It's your second time with us. I do apologize if I messed up on that name.
I'm not used to Mitch getting on that page and coming in
Yeah,
here. Mitch,
the new page. You know what? It took me a minute though, because I was just like, who is this? Like Miss
yeah, I'm looking.
Property. Then I was like, okay, it's Mitch. But you know what? He never puts his actual photo or something that you could
Oh
resemble
yeah.
him. So I was just like, is this a joke? Like, stop it.
He never do put his real picture on there.
No, his other page, I think, has Marvin Gaye on there or something. So I'm just like, what? So it took me a little bit to actually follow him because I'm like, I want to make sure that's the one I know.
Right. Somebody hacked his page and everything.
Yeah.
GQ said drop the trailer ASAP. I drop it. You'll see. I'll let you know. I get heads up before I get big announcement before I drop Police.
GQ can't wait. So the expectation for the drop of the trailer, is it like next month, the end of this month, or
It could be. All right, look, it could be this month, but y'all gotta talk to Mitch Savage. He's the one. So now he's not the hold up, but he got to do a certain clip in order for us to make me to finish the rest of the trip. Just a clip. He don't gotta do that much. He just did this much. This much, Mitch. I showed you what to do. This much. And it's scary stuff going on. It's crazy stuff going on. GQ gonna be in the trailer. GQ gonna be in the trailer.
In the trailer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, we're basically waiting for Mitch to complete his homework so that we could get the trailer.
Yeah, it's the hold up, man. He said it's the holidays. I said, no, get to this movie, man. We got to get this trailer.
Mitch,
I'm joking with you.
I don't want you getting fired on the set, okay? You gotta keep it going.
You said it's Faith's fault. Faith, get on it. I'm joking with you. Dave, don't. Dave gonna hurt you, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So basically, in the movie, may I ask, like, in particular, Mitch's role is like what? Like, what is he representing?
He's Faith's husband.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
All right. Yeah. I get it. All right, they still be in the family. They're still doing
It
the
made it
family stuff.
easy. Yeah, it made it easy
But you know
for
what?
me
Let
to
me
write.
tell you something. It's so funny how you say that, but we know them as a family. They can't separate
Right.
themselves from being that. We know them. That's just the way, like, we recognize them. And I tell them this all the time. They're probably irritated with me saying this all the time. Like, we guys know you guys represent family.
Yeah, yeah. Gotta keep them
Yeah.
together. Gotta keep them
Exactly. Stay together. Hello.
stay together. Yep. Gave them the perfect roles.
You know, I mean, come on. So
It,
I think that's gonna be nice to see, though. It's gonna be
yeah,
really
Mitch
nice.
is just really funny in this movie.
When is he not funny?
I don't know. He's really funny.
You know, when is he not funny? Like, really?
Yeah, yeah, it's true. It is true.
Oh, what's up, kid? Thank you so much for joining us. Happy New Year. Oh
What's
my
going on,
goodness.
Ken? What's going on, Ken? You be posting crazy stuff, man. I be watching. I be peeping.
Yes, he does.
Oh my goodness.
So so now with the movie thing, like you have this movie coming out really soon. I would say maybe like the beginning of February, probably, sometime in February, most likely. And then you said you have two movies. So what
I
is the
got
other movie?
I have like oh snap! I'm moving my camera. My bad. I have like a little mini series I'm working on. Like I started
Wow.
writing it. It's called I call it the COVID-19 Chronicles. It's actually more serious than anything. Like it's
Mhm,
now if anybody want to be in that, y'all can be in that too. We're doing it through the phone still. We're doing like a virtual thing, but it'll be different from how I do it in the movie. How I did it in the movie. It's
mhm,
more like touching base on how the COVID is affecting people.
mhm,
Basically, say I'm going through something and I'm talking to my friend on here and they just shut my business down and whatnot. Like
mhm,
I'm touching base on like the emotional, how it's affecting everybody mentally and the financially and stuff like that. Like the first episode, I think is a interesting episode because I ain't never wrote nothing like that before. So it's like the first episode is like a love story
mhm,
basically, and it's like it's actually a true story, to be honest with you, because the girl I'm doing the first one with is from Baltimore, and
mhm,
she went to she's a filmmaker too, and she went to Atlanta
mhm,
to be bigger, whatever, pursue her dreams or whatnot. And I stayed in Baltimore because I didn't know how to do that or whatever. And the story basically evolves around us. And then I
okay.
just kind of fabricated a little bit in there, made them
Mhm.
lovers or whatever. And I love it. I can't wait to do it. I sent her the script, and I hope she not bluffing with the script because she read a little slow. When she give me her scripts, I be like, yo, she be like, read my stuff tonight. It's only 5 pages, fool. I be like, damn, this is crazy. I don't read that fast. I don't read that fast.
As you all know, I always tell you, Dwayne Hurt, whenever he comes on the set right here, it's always hilarious. It's lit. So here it is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So basically, I guess you got to tell your staff, like, your crew, that they need to be punctual. Like, they need to really be on point with with the timeline because you guys got deadlines, right? You know?
Well, I don't have no deadline right now, but
Yeah,
due
you
to
got to
COVID,
start setting them because as you go
I got
along,
it can go a little too long. But I understand how it affect people. Like I had a deadline with this one person, but she actually ended up catching COVID, so she couldn't do it.
oh, so sorry to hear that. Yeah.
So I was like, wow, don't worry about it. That's all right. And she was like, it made me feel bad because then she was like, you can if you need to, you can replace my part because I'm in the hospital right now. Ain't no telling what I'm gonna get out. I said, wow. So yeah, it was messed up. So
Mm.
I mean, I ended up getting it done. So yeah, yeah, deadline is necessary though. Mitch Savage, you the main one, brother. Picking on me.
But I like the idea that you decided to actually highlight on real life events.
Yeah,
And it's like every person is kind of given, not, I don't want to say testimony, but it's more like they're sharing their part of their story of what they're experiencing,
yeah,
in the pandemic, which I think is really, not only is brilliant, but it's also very thoughtful of you to really zero in on what is actually happening, because a lot of people try to either sway away from it because it's too deep,
right.
and don't want to deal with that. And there's some people just really don't care. But truthfully, is that we're all living in this. I mean, I come here and I do the show Tuesdays and Thursdays every week, but you guys don't know what I go through behind the scenes,
Right.
in my life, and having to have a lot of different people around me not only have COVID, but already passed on. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
like, stuff like that, that's very touching to me, and I'm glad that you actually doing it. Hey, Beauty Baby, thank you for joining. Frida Collection, thank you for joining. You know,
Beauty
um,
baby.
I love the fact that you're actually doing this type of movie. You just
Yeah,
like moving up there, you really making it happen.
yeah. I was. I thought about it like last week. I was when once they announced that third strain of COVID. I said, "Dang, we never
Mhm.
gonna get up out of jail, are we?" So I
Yeah,
started writing immediately. Like it's affecting. It's just making everybody mad, and people ain't listening. So it's just something. It'll be something for people to pay attention to.
it's very meaningful, and I truly believe that I would not be shocked if that's the movie that really crosses you over.
Yeah, yeah. Me
I
either.
would
I
not be
thought.
surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's going to give a lot of momentum. It really is. You
yep.
know, and we already know of your work, of your style, how you pretty much behind the scenes do your whole graphic thing and your editing. So I already know it's going to be off the hook. So
Yeah.
congratulations on that one, and I just can't wait for it to come
Thanks.
through and everything, and to hear the stories. As you all know, I like sharing stories. I like telling my stories. That's why I got you guys sharing your story every Tuesdays and
Right.
Thursdays. So I'm definitely excited about that. I'm definitely excited. I wanna,
I'm excited.
yeah, that's gonna be dope. Wow. That's exactly what Tyler Perry does, though.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
take
yeah.
real life events and turn it into something that we can actually watch and learn from at the same time.
You got a
Make it
lot of mess.
hmm make it really entertaining. So what's up with your YouTube? How's the YouTube going on? I saw your last video, and of course, like
I was
hilarious.
gonna ask y'all if y'all seen that
Normally,
Kareem.
normally, like I would either write something on your page or like I leave a whole bunch of laughing faces, but I find myself watching it for 3 times, and it's like all in between. It's either I'm laughing too much, or I have to go back to it, or whatever. So it's just like I'm getting there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I took look. I was in the middle of filming down here, right? I was filming the other character I played because he's gonna talk to the other character, right? I was mad at the camera because the battery was acting stupid. So I said, I bet this shit ain't gonna record. And I put the pick in my head. I was like, let's go back to Africa. Kareem. I just went in and started playing around. And
Oh,
once I found out it recorded, I was like, oh snap. I guess I put this on something.
oh my
Oh,
goodness, that is something. So Miss Savage has a comment and says that he thinks you're better than Tyler Perry because you minister to the youth better. That's
oh
very
wow.
nice. Very
Oh,
nice.
thank you, Mitch.
Welcome aboard, Mr. View 720. Uh, Fun fact, GQ was saying, did you guys know that I am a Legend movie I Am Legend movie with Will Smith takes place in the year 2021, and all of the zombies were created by a failed vaccine. Okay.
Whoa, 2021? Nah, man, that was like 2006. Hey, you about to have me go back and look at that movie, but yeah, the vaccine was it was for like it's for like cancer or something they was trying to cure, and that jacked everything up.
I mean, inspirations come from everything, you know. They always take inspiration pieces from real life events and they turn it into movies. It's not until way after the movie is said and done that you realize, like, oh, okay, you know.
They actually have you know what's crazy? They have a COVID movie out, but Michael Bay produced it. It's like, but it's like it has nothing to do really with COVID.
Do
It's
they
like
say it's COVID related? Did they say
kind of exaggerated.
well, you know, everything is exaggerated. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just like storytelling, you know. You could tell your story and somebody else interprets it is trying to tell your story and they give you a whole different story.
yeah, true that.
You
We've
know.
seen so many
Exactly.
biographies like that. Yeah,
Yeah, so we're like, okay, what's the real story? So let me go
yeah.
back to the source. That's just the way it is. It's crazy.
DC in the house. DC be mixing that man. That's bad brother on the turntables right there.
DC, what's up? Yes, he is forever mixing.
Yeah.
Blog Blow Bang Fanatic 01, welcome aboard.
What's going on?
You know, so with the YouTube, how are you getting around? Is it working for you, not working for you? Because you know, I always ask everybody this question. How are things working for you on that area?
Well, on that I'm like I don't know. I'm not consistent like that. So I get lucky here and there when I post something like what I just posted. It went over 1,000 views. You know how you post something sometime and you just be like, oh shit, I
Same
made
here with me.
it.
It's the same here with me. I mean, I had just one video just from last week go over 1,000 views, and I
Wow.
posted one just this week. I think it got like maybe no more than 9 views.
Wow.
You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
mean it's crazy. It's
So,
crazy. And
yeah.
people forever be like, you gotta stay consistent. And I used to tell people, stay consistent, because I was consistent at one point and
Mhm.
I was getting good views every week, but then I stopped once I started thinking, hey, I could be making money off these movies. We could be making money, y'all. We need some distribution. Because look at these
Right.
views.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
So
once I stopped,
technically,
that's when they started paying people on YouTube. I said, dang.
yeah, I was gonna say technically you could get paid all over everywhere, you know.
Right. Man, it's a career
But
now.
but like I always tell you guys, stay on it. Just stay on it. I mean, once you stay
Yeah.
on it, you will see things move. I've explained quite a few things from a lot of the previous lives, but you just gotta be consistent, like you say. But when we be consistent, I mean, choose days that you actually do your postings, you know, where you actually schedule your videos to go live. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
when I say go live, I'm not saying an actual live thing, but actually schedule it for it to
Oh
drop on
yeah.
a certain
To
day and time, and try to be
premiere. Yeah.
consistent with that time and the day and stuff. Either premiere or just a regular schedule. Like I do on my women's health channel, I do a regular schedule. I have not done any premieres. What's up, Jassam? And stuff.
Jackson.
So you know, and it's moving. It's moving. Some days it's slow, some days it's fast, you know, but it's moving. That's the whole thing. You
Yeah.
know. So,
It's moving. Long as it's moving.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what did Miss
That's
Dwayne being humble, Martine? I know he is very humble, but he's the bomb. Mitch said he used to average 1,000 plus views when I first met him. I'm sure because I've been on his page. I see his stuff. You know, I'm sure he
yeah.
was averaging that. But the thing about it, you kind of see that's the thing. You fall off, but then you got to try to pick it back up. And it's not only just the posting part. Like YouTube is like a whole. It's like kind of like a whole industry by itself.
Yeah, it is. It
Okay,
is.
if you really want to be in it, you really gotta study it. Really, you really gotta
Definitely.
study it.
Watch
You
some
know?
videos when they be telling you. And oh yeah, I gotta move out the way. This damn heater thing that came on. Ghetto stuff,
V-
y'all. Black
V-
problems.
VP Events,
Heat 'em up.
welcome aboard. Here it is, guys. Dwayne Hurt. You know, got to be switching off back and
I like.
forth. We're lucky that he's not eating anything before us at this present time. I do remember those times when you started
I,
eating your food.
I
You
ate
still do
before.
that?
I ate before the live came on. I cooked the
Oh,
steak.
good,
I made sure I ate.
good.
I
He's
made sure I ate.
learning, guys.
I made sure I was ready.
Oh, okay. Mr. Blue 720 is saying, I'm lucky if I get 4 views. One thing I'm gonna tell you guys is this: you gotta make sure your SEO is right. When I say
Yeah.
if you search engine optimization, you gotta make sure that that's correct. If it's not correct, your videos are not gonna go anywhere. What you can do if you want your videos to move and you still don't have SEO, basically you post your video. Let's say you post it unlisted, okay, and you send a link to a crowd of people that you know, and you tell them watch this video. You're gonna get views, but that doesn't mean that your channel is gonna skyrocket, because in order for your channel to skyrocket, your SEO gotta be right. Like
Yeah.
for you to see that your channel is pumping, and then you have to know, you want to see like subscribers just coming out of nowhere, just subscribing to you, and your video is being suggested through YouTube. Like, watch this after they watch one video of yours. That's because
Mhm.
your SEO is right. And Mitch is saying he just learned how important the SEO is. Yes, yes. Once you learn the SEO part, let me tell you, you're gonna be not only happy to be doing YouTube, you're gonna want to perfect it and do more, because you can see where you can actually like have the SEO boost to like 100%. You know, like think about
That's
that.
that's
SEO boost
crazy.
200%. Like there's no other place to go. Like you got it perfect. And when I
Yeah.
say the SEO boost, like I'm talking about your about page having enough words. Like if they tell you you got to use like 2,000 characters, make sure you got 2,000 characters, in
Yeah.
there. Make sure it's all filled up. If they tell you
And take
5,000,
your thumbnails right too, man. You get some good thumbnails. I
exactly.
started. I just
Thumbnails
started.
count a lot too, because that's the part of your presentation. Like, is it gonna, like, the thumbnail is gonna denote if your video is gonna be clickable. That's
Yeah.
kind of like your clickbait. You
Yeah.
know,
That's a lot of people got me. A lot of people got me on the clickbaits, man. That's messed up. YouTube.
yes. So you gotta. There are things that you have to do, like I said, and the whole YouTube thing, as I go along and learning it, it's really like an industry by itself. But at the same time, it's worth it. Once you get it right, it's worth it. The
Yeah.
SEO, Mr. Blue, basically is search engine optimization. It's basically like, okay, for instance, if you go to Google and you type in whatever it is that you're searching, the words that come up, they come up based on your search. Like, let's say you put in, I don't know, like women's health, for instance, or everything that comes up, basically those articles, those blogs, you're going to see little paragraphs. That's part of those blogs' SEO. It's the stuff that they have written. So when it comes to your videos, you have an about page on your YouTube. You got to write your description in terms of what your channel is all about. That's why the about page is there. That's SEO. It has to
Right.
be easily put together, and the description part, where they give you like, I think, 5,000 characters, it has to be filled out so that people know exactly, have an idea what you're talking about in the video, as well as what your channel is about. Okay. And that's what helps boost your channel additional to your thumbnail and all that stuff. But SEO is exclusively important. That's the main gist of YouTube.
Yeah. It's important to watch. Y'all make sure y'all go on YouTube and watch them videos. They be
They
preaching
have a
about.
lot of videos. Like vidIQ has a lot of videos on all this stuff that I talked about. TubeBuddy has
Yeah.
a lot of videos, and you have other people who are basically, quote unquote experts who want to like promote themselves and teach about this whole thing. You have who's this guy that Sync Media. Sync Media, he's one of the pioneers actually. He started a while ago. Watch his videos, guys. He is very
Yeah.
good. We have video creators on YouTube. Watch their videos, and they're very good and stuff. You'll learn a lot. You got vidIQ, you got actual TubeBuddy. They have their own channel.
Yep.
I think there's another one called Social Influencers. All these people, they teach you how to make YouTube right. Okay.
Yeah.
Just watch those videos.
And TubeBuddy, they got a it's like you could download an app or get like a little subscription with them. They can help you with like how you learn how to tag your videos, put tags on your videos, the right tags. Yeah.
Right. I learned all that with TubeBuddy for the most part. Yeah. The most of the
Yeah.
stuff that I tell you guys, I learned it all through TubeBuddy. He says, save this live. I'm at work. I'm going to post it on my page, and he will be tagged on it as well. So you'll be able to come back and watch it. Okay.
Yeah, he definitely at work. He definitely at work.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and what I like about vidIQ, which I did share on the last live, is that vidIQ helps you with knowing exactly the days and times based on your channel activity, like when exactly to post. Like it'll tell you, post on Monday, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. If you're going to post on a Tuesday, 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. 12 a.m. type of thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stuff like that. So it's up to you to choose the days that works best for you. And you post your videos on those particular days at those times so that you get the highest activity on your channel, the highest engagement and stuff. So that's what I'm starting to do now, which I'm starting to see it come together little by little. It's actually working. It's coming together. So, like you said, just keep doing it and keep doing it. Because the thing with YouTube is like you just can't do it one time. Like,
yeah, you gotta keep doing.
You do one video and you're waiting for it to move. It's like, why am I not getting 2,000 views? It's like, you better post more.
Right.
One thing I learned with the suggested in YouTube, you can't just do one video and expect to be suggested on YouTube. It's not gonna work. You can't do 3 videos and expect for them to suggest you on YouTube. It's not gonna work. You gotta, because what I went and I did with TubeBuddy, I went and I looked at the channels that I watch that are always pumping. I went and I looked where they show you lifetime, like they show you lifetime videos, the amount. And I looked at my lifetime video. I saw my amount. Let me tell you, some of them had like 500 videos. Okay. Lifetime is throughout the whole entire channel from the time that they started until like the last video. So they already at 100, 300 videos. And I'm like, okay, I got 32 videos.
Wow.
And it's like, no wonder they're not pushing like that. Because there's a girl that I watched, let me tell you, she got 800 videos, okay? That's her lifetime. Like, really? So, there are times when her videos, the way she does it, she has maybe like 4 to 5 videos pump out all at the same time on one day.
I seen somebody do that.
Yeah, and that's because she schedules them. So, and then when the day comes and that time, they just pop out, and a whole bunch of people are like, oh my God, and they just start watching, and they go and they check out her stuff. But she got, all together on her channel, she got 800 videos, So of course, They always suggesting her. Hello.
I'm about to pump out 4 videos in one day. Here
You
we
might
go.
as well. You might as well. You know what?
Might as
I want
well.
all of you guys who have YouTube channels to do that. What's up, Peter? Welcome aboard. I want all
What's
of you
going
guys
on?
to do that. Just for the experience. Just for the experience. Like I had one video from last week that I had posted, like not even last week. It was like a week and a half ago. And this week last week it started pumping. And I was just like, okay. And then like the beginning of this week it's like I think 1,000 like 500 something over, and I'm like,
Wow.
oh, okay. you know. Oh, another thing I got to tell you guys, for your watch time, this is so important. Oh my God,
Yeah.
for you to obtain watch time, maybe y'all guys want to write this down. For you to obtain watch time, your videos need to be the minimum 30 minutes minimum for you to
Venom.
obtain watch time.
I mean,
If,
make a
if
movie, y'all.
okay, if you want to obtain watch time, you want YouTube to calculate your watch time. 30 minutes videos are the shortest you should have, or else it got to be longer. Because you want to make sure that your audience, whoever's watching you,
Yeah.
keeps on watching you. And for them to keep on watching you, for them to be able to like really increase the watch time, 10-minute videos, 15-minute videos is not going to cut it.
Mm.
So just in case you have not seen your watch time go up, check to see the length of your videos.
Oh,
And
man.
if they're not 30 minutes or more, then now you know what to do.
Yeah, I got some 50-minute videos. I got some 30-minute ones. I got a
Mhm.
lot of yeah.
So
They
now,
actually got some good views on those.
okay, so now, well, views is different. If you get views, good, but you got to get watch time,
Right.
because the watch time is what brings you to monetization and make sure you got your 1,000 subscribers. So now, if you have a mixture of all that I just said, right, for you,
Right.
what you should do is go and check your SEO from your about page. Check each video to see your description, how it's going. If you have TubeBuddy will tell you how to do that. And it'll even
Yeah.
like give you the SEO rank for you to know exactly where your percentage is. Like if your SEO rank is at 25%, well, that's the reason why your video is not going nowhere. Even if you have views on there, because you could
Right.
have a lot of views on a video simply because your friends know you post and they're watching it, but it's not like the public is really watching you. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You could have friends and
Yeah.
family watch a video. That doesn't mean, and you could all do it on unlisted. That doesn't mean that they're watching your channel,
Right.
you know. And another thing is that one thing I realized, which is really weird, the majority of people, and that goes for everybody, I heard, the majority of people who actually do really watch your channel are non-subscribers. Have you noticed
Yeah,
that?
that's true. Sometimes that's true. Yeah. A lot of
The
people be
real
watching
watchers of your channel are non-subscribers.
non-subscribing ass people. Y'all need to start subscribing. We gonna start tonight. Everybody on here subscribe to Martine's page on YouTube and subscribe to mine too. Okay, we got stuff we trying to do on the
Okay,
two.
but y'all better be really watching because that sub to sub stuff does not work. Okay, and they don't
Yeah.
even like
Oh,
that. They
them
don't like that.
phonies.
They
Somebody
don't
took
like
that.
that.
Somebody took a sub back from it. It was like, yeah.
YouTube is doing that
Uh,
now. YouTube is doing that now because they realize, like, okay, if they realize that some people sign up, to be your subscriber, and they can tell if they're watching or not. If they see they're really not watching, then they kick them
yeah.
off.
Yep.
That has happened to me. I mean, I went one time. That was actually like a couple of weeks ago. I went to my channel, and I think I had like maybe I was like at 480 or something, and all of a sudden it went down to 465. And I was
Oh,
like,
man.
but then now, but then now they remove all that, and then I guess like some real watchers came on, and then it went up, to like 490 or something like that, this week. But there's some weeks where you're gonna lose some people. And then there's some weeks where you're gonna have new people come on, and then you'll see like it go up, it go down, it go up, it go down, and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
I just recently made it to 502 views today. 502 views just by posting that video yesterday. Well, a couple days ago.
Nice,
Got some new subscribers.
nice.
I'm moving back to the back. I like it back here. The cheers.
Here we go, moving again.
Cheers, hurting my booty. What's going on, Danielle? What's going on, baby girl?
Nothing, my boy. Mitch is saying sub to sub is sad nowadays. It is.
Yeah,
I don't
it
think
is.
it should ever be, a thing, because truthfully, people not watching.
Yeah.
They watching.
Yeah, they fake, man. And that's made for people who desperate for subs but don't understand that the sub, just because you got the subs don't mean that like every video you post they ain't gonna watch it, you know what I mean? So and they be lying on there. They take your subs back. Some of the subs, they'll sub you and then be like, nah, I'm a unsub this guy once he sub me. They sneaky. They real shite.
That's the same thing they do on Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah, some people do it on Instagram, and it's annoying. And the thing that you really don't know, I'll be the one to be like, all right, out. I'm done too. I don't want to follow your ass too.
Right.
Like, what? You think I don't know? Okay, done. I don't waste no time. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
What's going on, people?
So let's see. Do you guys have any questions for Dwayne, the movie guy?
Yes, ask me any question you want.
The movie director guy, I must say. Movie director guy.
I'm a DJ too on the weekends in the house.
You've been doing your DJ thing here and there. I see. I've been seeing some posts, which is really good. I even forgot to ask you about that. Because before you were just like, I'm primarily movies. My old DJ thing was for before, and then all of a sudden now you picked it up. I think since the last interview, you started really picking up.
Yeah, I seen because I remember I was talking with all right, so I was trying to go live with mixing music on Halloween, but they kept kicking me off. But then I was talking to
you got really upset. I know.
Yeah. I was talking to DC about it. He was like, see, man, that's why I don't do that shit. You need to just put a video.
Exactly like him.
He said, look, you see me, I'll just post a video and let it go, man. Just post the video. People see. So I was like, oh, you're right. I'm going to go back and just post a video. That's all I'm going to do now.
That's good. So GQ got a question. What was your first ever YouTube video about?
Oh, my first ever YouTube video was it's called The Cheap Exorcist. It was about, if y'all seen the Exorcist movie, right? So it was me and my brother. I had like my prom.
I see that. I see those. Yeah.
It's real cheap. It's real cheap. It was only two of us in the whole movie. It was just a 10-minute joint. He was possessed by the devil. I was the ghetto preacher with the fitted cap on and coming in there. Yeah, that was funny.
It's funny and cute at the same time, I must say.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. He
When
wants
you
to know when you
drop it,
dropping the album.
man. As soon as somebody give me some beats, man, I'm gonna drop all the albums you want, man. You know I got the bars. You know I'm singing too, so it's the same album, man. Y'all might be laughing because it is gonna be funny, but it's gonna be great. Just know, it's gonna be great.
How could we not laugh? Like, really? With the stuff that you come out with. I mean,
Yeah,
is Mitch gonna be on the album also? Mitch got some nice bars too.
he does.
He does,
He's
yes.
he's a good rapper. I give mention
He
his
is.
credit.
He's
He's really
really
good.
good, you know.
I should be asking Mitch when is his album coming out. He's better rapper
Yeah.
than I
Just like I asked him about his YouTube.
am. he don't
We're
like
waiting
YouTube.
on a lot when it comes to Mitch. We're waiting on you, bitch. No problem. We're here to support you. We're
Mitch
here to
is
support you.
the man.
He sure
Mitch
is.
Mitch is a genius.
He is
Uh,
very much so. And I don't
he
think he gives himself enough credit. That's one thing I must say.
yeah. He said, "Nah, GQ got it." Um,
There you go. Exactly what I said.
yeah, but yeah, Mitch got like man, this man. Hey man, we gotta do the podcast thing again, man. It's starting to get quiet around here. We need to get the
So what's
podcast back.
going on with the podcast? Because
We just
Dwayne is a regular or
yeah,
was a regular on there.
I'm regular now. You know, that first couple episodes, I was a like a guest co-star. I guess they were filling me out. I don't know why, but you should have
Until you
had me.
took over. Until you
Should
took
have
over.
had. You should have had me on that show. I'm glad he got me, man. I'm glad they got me on there. When can I feature on one of your songs with Mitch? Anytime. GQ, give me a give me a beat. Just give me a beat. I'll do it. We've been bullshitting. Yeah. Hey, it was the holidays. It's the holidays. We wasn't trying to mess with it.
GQ has a question. If you had to INLY keep one, or if you had to only keep one, would you choose filmmaking or DJing?
That's a good one.
GQ always comes out with these questions. He has a little series episode thing that he does on Rizzo. And
Yeah, I see him.
he does it on his podcast too. So
Yeah, I watch his podcast a lot. He's always got these crazy questions. That's a good one
yeah.
though. I thought about that. I thought about that earlier. I was like, damn, somebody's probably gonna ask me one of these questions like this. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, he's the one. Um, I'd probably say, no, I'd probably say, damn, I mean, I'd probably say movies. If I had to choose one to keep, I
Yeah,
say
you can only keep one. He always got these questions. Oh my God. And they both good, Like,
they're
why
both
would you want
good.
to choose?
I would choose. I'm gonna choose the movies because people love to laugh, and I get to
Mm-hmm.
express myself a whole lot of different ways. So yeah, I get
Mm-hmm.
that, and tell different stories, and get everybody involved.
Nice. Very, very nice. I like that.
But the music is like the real therapeutic stuff too. It's like stress
Absolutely.
reliever.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I would say the music is more like you could make it more personal, because
yeah,
everybody could just be in their own vibe and they're doing their own thing and listening to whatever music they want to listen to that makes them feel good. But
yep,
when with the filmmaking, you're actually dishing out to people. You're actually touching people's lives in different
yeah.
ways. You touch people's lives with music as well through the listening. But I think with the movies, I don't know, sometimes people get to relive a little bit, maybe of certain experiences or watch a scenario that reminds them of something they went through or
Yeah.
feel relieved from watching a scene from your movie. So that's the way I would kind of answer that. But
I love them both. But I
Mhm.
would say movies though. I like how um because I ain't the best. I'm not the best actor, people, but it's a self-taught thing. It's because nobody told me to do this. I ain't had to go to school for this. This is a special thing, and I love movies, so
Mm-hmm.
and then for it to gravitate to people the way it do, and to get everyone involved, and for
Mm-hmm.
people to be involved in it, and to be inspired by that, and want to make their own movies and stuff, and be funny and all that stuff. And I think that's special, just a special thing.
Moving forward, do you see yourself actually teaching classes, maybe online classes, to people who have inspiration to possibly want to, I guess, learn the ropes, of filmmaking?
Yeah, I thought about that. I was actually talking about that with my friend the other day. He asked me, he's like, "Man, you should do that. Like, have like a master class on YouTube doing that stuff." And I'm like, "Dang,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't lying. That looks kind of interesting." Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
might think of doing that.
Maybe you could even start a Patreon, and through the
Right.
Patreon, you could actually have dedicated classes for each topic through video for, your classes and stuff.
Yeah, that'll be. Nah, yeah, that's a good. That's a good one.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of different ways you could do it, but that's just one example. And I think that you would be really great at doing that. Like I see you actually already teaching, you know. I really
Right.
see you doing that, because the reason why I say that is because in order for you to have people participate in your movies and not be around you, like you don't have to see them, they just do their part and you already know how to put it all together to turn it
Yeah.
into a movie. It takes a lot of skills, number one. Number two, you're teachable already, because for you to get people to do what they need to do and you not being there, you're not helping out really. They're just like independently doing their part, and you're just gonna
Yeah.
take it and construct it the way you need to. That's huge already. So you already directing from a distance, you're teaching from a distance, literally,
Yeah.
so you might
Yeah.
as well just like be have your own little Dwayne Hurt University Academy type thing and teach what you
Yeah.
love to do. It's your passion. You're already doing it without realizing that you're really doing it, because you thinking, oh, I'm just
Right.
doing a movie. No, you teaching people how to participate in a movie at it from a distance. That's a whole. I just gave you your first course. Boom.
You did. You just did that. I like how you said that. That was nice.
And, I mean, think about it. Why not? You know,
Yeah, well, that's true. I
And
definitely think.
you could do them. You could do them live. You just do them video format, and people could just watch it. And if it's a membership thing, they just keep rewatching as long as they keep paying you their membership fee, and you get paid.
Yeah, that's
Right?
true. Not a bad idea there.
Think
Okay.
about it. There are a lot of people who doing the same exact thing, exactly what I said to you. Maybe a little bit different format depending on their industry, but that's all
Right.
that's going on the internet. You know.
Right.
Like somebody
That
told me,
is.
it's like, they're like, oh, you're very passionate about like getting your YouTube together. You should probably, try to like help people out really directly and do a course. And I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. They're like, no, you should really do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm actually really looking into doing it
Good.
because I get it.
Yeah.
And from watching so many different videos of how to go about what I need to do with the whole YouTube thing. I mean, there's some videos I see. I just be like, no wonder people not really getting it, because it's the way it's explained. I be like, oh my God, like, like some videos, how many times I watch it to actually really get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, no wonder, but I know why they do it like that though, because they want to keep coming back. But
Right.
they don't understand. Like some people, I would say like our crew, let's say our crew, just give
Right.
us what we need to know. Okay. And then
Yep.
we'll come back because we got it and we could implement it. That will make us come back. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
don't give us a whole bunch of extracurricular stuff. And then next thing you know, we're like an hour in, and we still don't have like the main gist of what we came for.
Right. I hate them videos.
Exactly. So I just be like, come on now, no wonder. So I literally go back, rewatch, write down, or do it as it's going to stop, do it as it's going to stop, do it as it's going to stop. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I got it. But that's
Yeah.
because I'm committed. I'm very passionate. I want to make sure I get it. But if it wasn't for that, I'd just be like, whatever. And
Yeah.
some videos, honestly, I've done whatever, and I found somebody else who explains it a different way, and then I get back into it, and I'm like, oh, now I get it, now I get it, and stuff like that.
Yeah. I've seen some with like help me with these effects on the movie, some of the tutorials. And then some people got some messed up phones or whatever they using because it'd be like you know how you can't see what they clicking on. You be like, what is this shit?
Yeah,
He skipped like a big ass step just now, and I don't. Now I'm lost. And so
exactly.
I can't.
Then you get lost through the whole thing. It's like you got to restart again. So
Right.
come on. I know we could turn it into something better. We could make it happen. Like they say, we all deliver differently. That's why we all
Yep.
unique. Faith is saying it was my fault. We were supposed to do. Oh, I guess it was for the taping, the video thing, for the
Oh.
filming.
Oh yeah. Well, Faith, don't blame me. Don't blame yourself, Faith. It's not. I wouldn't blame you. I'm not blaming y'all. I know it was a holiday joint, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know y'all got it down packed. I got some more stuff for y'all too. It's gonna be the bomb. Trust me.
Nice. Pink Delicious, welcome aboard. Aireen 0297. I think that's one of the Suka Deepa twins. Welcome aboard, ladies.
What's going on, twins? Twin.
Baby hilarious. So, do you guys have any more questions for Mr. Movie Director, Dwayne Hurt, DJ, Dwayne Hurt,
DJ,
YouTuber,
actor,
Dwayne Hurt, actor, Dwayne Hurt? What else?
soon to be hand model, y'all. It's like, no, I'm joking.
I would not be surprised.
See my hand in the commercial.
Mr. Blue is saying they be hiding steps also. When I was learning to jailbreak fire sticks.
Oh yeah.
They
Yeah,
were
yeah,
making
they
steps
do.
on purpose.
Yeah, ain't lying. Ain't lying about that. They be hiding them stuff, trying to get that legal good stuff.
Fats 0415, I think. Yes, welcome aboard.
Welcome. How do we get your services? So me? Oh, I don't know what service you talking about, brother.
I don't know if he's talking to me. Are you talking about the interview? Or maybe you're talking to Dwayne?
You talking about some illegal activity over there? Oh no, you got that fire stick. Hey man, my fire stick messed up, so I gotta go on the internet. But that's another conversation.
You're saying to scroll up. Is this real? Or this is a joke? He's gonna make us scroll up and there be nothing there.
GQ, stay doing this. GQ, I'm gonna do this on his podcast. What do you say, Sunday? I'm gonna go right on in.
Yeah, he has. He has a new episode coming out. I think at 2. Is it 2 p.m.? He wrote it here. It's 2 p.m. or something like that on Sunday.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be on here. I was there.
Remember to tell him to scroll up.
Yeah, I'm definitely going. First thing I'm going to do.
GQ, scroll up.
Yeah, GQ, I got you, man. Inbox. I need help with my videos. Oh, all right, I got you, brother. Just hit the DM. I got all the free software y'all want, so y'all need to go ahead and hit my DMs for the good stuff. You can get it for free. 2 episodes of my podcast Sunday. Oh, okay. I got some software that you can just download and get some and edit it really, really good. to our mixtape. Oh yeah,
Oh,
no, I
the
read.
mixtape. Okay.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah, I'm with it. I told y'all I'm gonna go ahead and you probably see something. Look, I'm gonna post something tomorrow. Trust me, you're gonna see these bars. I'm gonna post something tomorrow on shoot. It might be on Instagram. It might be on Rizzle. I need to post something on Rizzle. I ain't posting nothing on Rizzle in a long time. So
I was
I'm
about to
this one.
say, talking about Rizzle, you haven't really been on Rizzle. I mean, I'm here and there, but it's like I'm not
Yeah,
really all in there, like
Rizzle.
in there.
Rizzle is disrespectful. Rizzle is they owe me something. Nah, I don't know. I haven't been on there. I just I don't know. I'm glad I got the people off of there, and in the circle that we have. But Rizzle sucks, man. I don't know how.
Please explain how and why.
Let me tell you guys something.
Oh, let's get ready.
When I don't post something on Rizzle, they try to threaten me. They try to threaten me like we're gonna take your star status away. I'm like, no, you're not. You're
They
just
don't
gonna
do that
keep saying this.
anymore. They still do that to you? They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I didn't get the update, so I got the. Yeah, I didn't get the update, so
Um,
I still got the old Rizzle where they send
oh,
you this. Yeah, I didn't get the update because my phone ran out of I got no more storage on my phone. I got to clean up some storage, so yeah, I gotta get the
okay.
update.
Because they used to do that to me, and I'd just be like, whatever. But at first, you would
Yeah,
really believe it so because it's
yeah,
like, but then you're like, you're not giving us anything for that status anyway. So what's
yeah.
your
Like
truth?
I
You
go in
know?
there, I would go in there tomorrow and cuss them out. I'd be like, hey, y'all kiss my ass, man. Y'all ain't doing it. Rizzle, you owe everybody some
But
money.
one thing I did notice is that like if you were like one of those people who would be posting consistently like every day, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden you stop for a little bit and then you come and you post, like your video takes a little bit longer now for it to like shoot out to get views.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it takes a little while, but other than that, I mean, it's still working. I mean, you can still use it to promote your YouTube and other things that you're doing. Why not? Because that's what it's really
Right.
for. I mean, there are a lot of different ways that you can utilize it. So, I mean, I do little vlogs here and there, and I answer sometimes when I get the time, really, because I was always doing Rizzle on my spare time. It's not like I had a designated day and time that I did Rizzle. It was always in
Yeah.
between stuff. But from one thing to another, life happens and you don't really get that in touch. So when I do step out, like my Street Vibes channel, I try my best to actually be like, oh, let me drop a video or two or whatever, but here and there. But it's definitely not like when I had just started. The environment's not the same. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's so different now on Rizzle. I mean, I still only go on there to watch certain people now. Like I don't know if Brian Blaze still posts anything. I mean, he posts more on Instagram now than Rizzle.
I know
Um,
a lot of people post more maybe on Instagram now than Rizzle. Um, Brian Bass does post that because he does tag me, and whenever I do get a chance, I'll like respond back and stuff like that. I do get tags here and there, but I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not really consistent with the responses and stuff. I'm really not.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm done with it. I'm not disrespecting nobody who tagged me. Okay, y'all need to start
No,
tagging
not at
me on
all. It's
Instagram.
just that we're living life.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and life is happening in many different ways.
yeah.
We will not say anything, but life just continues to happen.
Said Brian tagged me every day. Yeah, tagged me too. Like on he tagged me on Instagram consistently. I mean, every video he just really on it. I don't know if he's trying to audition. I don't know if he's trying to be funny or audition for a movie. I'm like, I don't know, man. Because he asked me again earlier. He was like, I could come up there, man. I was like, damn, man. Just let it go, man. Goodness. It's
You're like,
all
oh,
good.
this is the one time where you don't have to go anywhere. Just do it from wherever you are, and you still want to
Right.
come through.
I told him you could do what you doing on like on Instagram or on Rizzle. You could do that in the movie. It'll play like on TV while I'm asleep on the couch or something, like a commercial, or make a horror movie skit or whatever, and I play it on TV like it's a new movie trailer or something. And he didn't want. He went all out. I said, man, damn.
Mitch said that he thought Brian was mad at him after he went on the podcast. Oh, so Brian was
Oh,
on your podcast?
uh, we ain't seen the video. Oh, when he sent them the one video cussing, he was cussing Mitch out. Yeah, he wouldn't let him. No, because Mitch wouldn't let him on his podcast
Oh, he wanted to be on the
or
Stay
or
Together podcast.
the little we did the little Zoom thing on the Zoom podcast on Christmas Eve,
Okay.
and yeah, he wasn't on it. Everybody else was on it though. I mean, he just
Well,
wasn't on it.
I did see that, by the way. It was really good. You guys did a good job, I must say. I never really had the time to say so, but it was a good one. It was a nice
Yeah,
one.
he was mad he wasn't on it. I was like, oh, I seen the video. It was funny. It's funny.
Oh
He
my
was,
goodness.
why I can't be in the video? Not because
Oh,
I'm
he was
white.
invited. He was invited,
He
but
was invited.
he did a
He,
no show.
he didn't pop up. He
That's
didn't
what
pop
Mitch
up.
said. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect? Like, if something is scheduled, it's still gonna carry on with or without you. Like, it's still gonna go on. You know, you can't stop the movie or the podcast for just like one person. I would not, you know, I would not
Nah, I would.
allow that.
No, I mean,
That's
he
like
was like,
saying to
why?
me, that's like saying to me, like, okay, like for today, I have you on, but originally, it was not you, it was somebody else, and they canceled. Like they basically was like, I'm not showing up. Or, somebody decides like they're not in contact with me at all, and I'm trying to contact them. I'm not,
Right.
I'm just gonna do a replacement. And that's why we got Dwayne today, you know.
Yeah, I'm glad that person didn't show.
Somebody else is gonna benefit. The show must go on.
I'm
That's
I'm
it.
glad I could be. Now I'm going to be on the mixtape and all this good stuff.
Right?
See,
You see opportunity after opportunity, keep it moving.
only on the Martine show you get these opportunities, man. this is this show is going down in history. I'll be happy.
Just talking about the show, I did make the announcement last week. I want to make it again. The Martine Show is opening it up so that we can interview non-Rizzle members, which we're pretty excited about because around me, we have a lot of very good talents that I want to highlight, and if you guys saw that, I did a poll in my stories about this young lady. Her name on Instagram is Botology, and she does this crazy makeup thing all the time. Makeup artist, beauty influencer. So she's going to be one of the non-Rizzle members who I will be interviewing soon. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that and everything. And we still have the silent contest going on for you guys to get your merch and create your story with your merch on, tag me in the video and put it on Instagram only. That's still happening until January 31st. So please be sure to participate if you want to be one of the winners for the contest.
Okay.
And Mitch has a request for the show. What's the request?
I have a Martine show request. Oh,
What's the request?
he probably want to host. He probably want to host.
Yeah, we have that going on. So yeah, I'm gonna be
Oh yeah,
happy.
yeah. He's not lying. We do need one episode where somebody is like interviewing you. That'd be a nice one.
We will definitely work on that. Quite a few people have said that, and I think that would be pretty cool. We need a Martine Show episode. It's funny. You're gonna interview Martine on the Martine Show.
Martine Show. Hey, it's the best place to do it. This is they coming. This is they gonna come. When's
Change it
Martine?
up. Oh, so that show will be basically the Martine Show takeover. That's that episode. That's what it's
Ah,
gonna be called. Martine Show
okay.
takeover. Okay. For that
Good
one
title.
time.
Good title. I nominate GQ to interview you. Hey, yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
I love Mitch because you know what? He starts it out, he puts it all together, and then he points it to somebody else. But
Good
it's
job,
always
Mick.
his idea.
Good
Okay,
job, Mick.
GQ and I could definitely do that. Um, Now I need to learn how to do the takeover, like how like there are people like they do these lives and have someone take over their page for that live. You get what I'm saying? So it could be like GQ is interviewing me.
So you gonna give him your like, I guess give him your
I
account
don't
information?
know. No, I don't know. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it, but I see people do it. Or maybe you could still
Right.
do it like this and GQ would be like, I'm gonna be the one asking the questions. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I get it. Damn, that is crazy. Cause once we see that logo you got up there, that picture, that's how I know you on. I'm like, yo, she
Oh,
online.
okay. Yeah, that
That's what
that
I'm
turned out to be like a universal logo for me as a brand, the Martine Show, everything. And you know what? It was just this lady that basically was playing around in her computer, and she was like, "Oh, I'm playing around with these anime things. If you have a picture, I could try yours." And I was like, "Okay," and that's how that came out.
Wow. Wow.
And I said to her, "Oh, it's pretty nice." And then when I started telling her that I'm using it for branding, she was like, "Really? Oh my God." I was like, "Yeah."
Wow.
She was like so delighted about it. I was like, "Yeah, it's all over on all of my social media and everything else." And I was very happy to be able to do that for her.
Wow. That's how I know that's how I recognize you on. Once I see that orange logo right there, I'm like, oh,
Jackson too.
click.
He's like, "Those are my colors." He's like, "Orange and brown." He's like, "Yeah,
Orange.
Martine's up." And GQ was saying totally up to Martine, but I have to admit, Dassam is an excellent choice. I'll be back up. I'll be the backup if he
He
has
has
school to do. Well, yeah, Jassam for sure, but I know that he's been really preoccupied with school and stuff. So like
yeah.
he'll show up here, but he won't stay on because he's really having to really commit and do what he needs to do for school. So
Yeah.
I would say that we could leave it with GQ since GQ has more availability. Because Jackson is still going to be in school all this time. And if you guys want to do it, I don't know, for next month, sometime next month, I think that'll be good because I have not scheduled all the way down to February as of yet. I pretty much left it a little open because I want to have a little more versatility with basically orchestrating the show and being able to come up with non-Rizzle members as well.
Right.
And to be able to interview that young lady that's going to be coming up, that's going to be a really nice one. I just hope and pray that she decides to actually do her makeup thing live while we're actually interviewing her, so you guys could see the before and after transformations. I mean, I've been watching her for a while. I connected with her on YouTube like a year and a half ago, and I've been watching all of her stuff. And then now I watch her on her Instagram, and she's amazing. She is
Wow.
totally amazing.
If she do that on a live, that'll be fire.
It's gonna be dope, right?
Yeah.
I wanna see if she could do that. As she's talking, we're asking questions or whatever, and she's doing her makeup because that's what she does. She does lives on Facebook, and she
Right.
does it before you, like from start to finish.
She got a YouTube too?
And she doesn't have a
Does she have,
YouTube yet. She doesn't have a YouTube.
oh,
I think that she started, but she didn't really get into it. I always told her. I told her, if you do get into YouTube, I mean, you really gonna
definitely,
make it.
'cause that's a lot of people are doing that now, like the
Yeah,
makeup. Yeah.
yeah. But she's so lovely to watch, and she's so creative. The things that she comes up with. I mean, she pretty much what caught my eye is her makeup. She celebrates like almost every holiday, every theme through makeup, you know, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Like she'll have a Christmas theme, which she did. You know, she got that leopard thing going on. She had one 2 weeks ago. Basically, she called it bandana, but it really gave you the image of a mask based with a red bandana, and she made herself kind of look like a little Minnie Mouse type thing. She is so creative. She is so creative. But as soon as I schedule her, then I'll let all of you guys know. And I'm definitely gonna tag her. And then you guys can go to her page and take a look at what she got going on. She's definitely a great support. You
Wow.
know?
Okay. Check that out.
Yeah.
We need our names in the credits when they roll. They talking to you, Martine. They
What do you say? We need our names in them credits when they roll. Which for the Martine show?
yeah, when they interview you, yeah, they
Oh,
coming up
okay.
some production value. I get it. I get it. You might as well get a intro and a theme song. We gonna come with a theme song. I'm gonna make the theme song. I got a theme song.
Hey,
Watch.
well, you
Y'all
know,
gonna hear tomorrow.
between you guys and GQ, because GQ is really like the graphics guy and put together with the movie director. I think that you guys can put it together because that's not my department. I'm good with
Yeah.
the interviews and I'm good with telling stories and having you guys tell your story. That's my thing. Other than that, all that extra, want to look good stuff, whatever. That's on that's on y'all.
yeah. We could do that. Hey, I
I
got a theme
haven't,
song.
I haven't reached that expertise yet, so.
It's all right. It's all right. That's what we're here for.
Okay, and GQ is asking to everybody to gather their questions or send him the questions because GQ is probably like, all right, this is what's going on with GQ. Now I already get it. GQ's like, okay, I'm down. I'm gonna do the interview. I'm excited. It's gonna be good. And Garrett is like, oh my God, what question should I ask her? I don't know what to ask her. What am I doing? Oh my God, guys, can you help me? And then GQ is like, yeah, you got it. And Garrett's like, I don't think I'm ready.
Brother got split personalities. I think GQ will definitely do a great job.
Of course, just like he does on the
He,
podcast.
yeah, he's used to asking these people questions and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then he'll ask like, one of those keep one and leave one questions.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, he always asks those questions, and it's some good
Stick
ones.
one
And
and leave
I'm
one.
good.
You see, he
GQ, I
said
just want to let you know.
exactly what I said. The tug of war between GQ and Garrett.
Yeah, yeah, Garrett with a T at the end. You heard it here. I need to be I want to be the commentator of Martine's show. I want to be the commentator. I just want to be in the back commentating. I just like, let me commentate, y'all. I'm good commentator. I'm like, and now here comes GQ on for the interview. Like it's a fight or something. But yeah.
You guys are really funny. You guys are really something else. And I want to take the time to say thank you for really making the show what it really is, because you guys bring all the fun to it and everything. And I really do appreciate that. Mitch is saying those people and stay together podcast collab special.
Yeah, on Zoom though. It had to be
At Zoom.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys don't have any more questions, I guess. we're done with questions for Mr. Dwayne Hurt, the movie director, DJ, YouTuber, plus
Y'all
more.
really don't got
Ricky just
Ricky,
came on. What's up, Ricky?
Pretty Ricky, what they call him. Hey boy, you late. She about to cut it off now. You're late,
Exactly.
buddy. You're
Well,
late.
thank you so much for stopping by. We do appreciate it. So,
Never else. Anybody got any questions? Look, I take two. Look, ask a question. Ask a question, man. I'm getting crazy over here. I'm getting. I better stop before I break this.
oh my goodness, Dwayne Hurt. Thank you so much for being with us. As we all know, always a pleasure and
Thank you for having me.
always hilarious, you know,
Thank
and stuff. So, and on that note, we're about to end the show. So
you.
thank you once again for supporting Dwayne Hurt on the Martine Show.
Thank y'all.
As I stated, please be sure to participate in the silent contest giveaway that's still happening until January 31st. Get your merch. The link is on my Instagram, and you wear the merch, create the video, tag me on Instagram, and let me know exactly of your testimonial of the Martine Show. What inspired you, basically. And the Martine Show will be opening up to non-Rizzo members as well. That's a big news. That's our 2021 thing that we're testing out to see how that goes. And that's it. So thank you all for supporting, and we'll see you all next time. Take care.
All right, y'all.